Tough times don't last, tough people do. Don't waste time on things you can't change. When you deal with the opinionated or egotistical, always give credit where it isn't due. Business deals start and end with people, the interaction of flesh and blood, bone and sinew, heart and mind, emotion and soul. Dream big, think big, be big. Dream big and dare to fail. The more you investigate, the less you have to invest. Never ever second guess yourself. Cash only prolongs death, it doesn't avoid it. I've never seen a part-time, super successful, high-performance person. A deal has to sound good before it is good. During quantum growth, any problem you solve will be replaced immediately by a larger, more complicated problem. Every party to every negotiation has a comfort zone. The effective negotiator is the one who can define the boundaries of that other party's comfort zone, then place the deal inside the boundary of that zone nearest his own interests. Stick to your knitting. To maximize the return on invested capital, deploy your assets, resources, and capabilities in those areas wherein lie your expertise and experience. Man plans, God laughs. You won't always have all the answers. Only take seriously the advice of others whom you greatly respect. The consequences of a misguided decision are insignificant in the cosmos of eternity. Always shoot for the moon. Even if you don't hit the bullseye, you'll at least get 80%. Always, always, always pay yourself, your employees first, through all economic cycles. Plan for success, with no backup plans, no ripcords, no fail-safes, or you will fail. Management performance sins will always be forgiven during periods of rapidly increasing revenues. Learn to play bad golf well. Become more disciplined. The pain of discipline hurts less than the pain of regret. Hunger makes beasts of men and demons of beasts. Everybody else is worried about life after death. My concern is about life before death. The business world is divided into people with great ideas and people who take action on those ideas. If you want things to change, first you have to change. A man who dwells on the past robs his future. There's a big difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. The difference between a failure and a high-performance individual is how each deals with fear. We're all afraid. A high-performance person uses his fear to galvanize his actions. Ignorance is a steep hill with jagged rocks at the bottom. The only difference between a chump and a champ is you. To succeed in business, you must do more than take a step in the right direction. You have to take a quantum leap. A good plan executed today is better than a great plan executed next week. In order to really succeed in business, you must have outside advisors. These must be trusted advisors, professionals at your accounting and law firms with whom you have a very special relationship. These advisors become your molds within their own organization, more loyal to you than their employer, motivated, aggressive, ambitious, and bright, but not as bright as he or she thinks. You can't win at poker or business with scared money. It gives off a stench that is repugnant to the other side. If you're going to play, leave your money at home and play with OPM, other people's money. The fulfillment of your dream is directly proportional to your desire to succeed and how much you're willing to sacrifice. If you're not prepared to die, then you're not prepared to live. When you get rid of someone, never give them a hook with which to get back in. Always make it a clean, definable, irrevocable break. Quantum leap success means fishing with nets, not just with lines. To achieve hypergrowth, avert avoidable mistakes and let your successes run their course. Do more of what you're doing right and less of what you're doing wrong. You'll always need a reason to overlook the obvious. Never underestimate how wrong you can be. Even the most careful planning can be overtaken by external events and circumstances. Always maintain your personal relationship on the same plane upon which you were formed. True friends will rejoice in your professional successes. Allow them to enjoy them with you. Never reassess their personal and professional lives in terms of your own. Your most valuable natural asset is your own gut instinct. Don't be afraid of it. Your instinct has more power than all the conventional wisdom in the world. Business opportunities abound, but formidable barriers exist, and the biggest barrier is psychological. It is you. Your greatest idea, born out of revolutionary thinking and passion, will die of indifference, apathy, and the cancer of low expectations. Conventional wisdom is almost always wrong. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Just because something has never been done doesn't mean it can't be done. The fact that you have never seen or heard something is not proof that it doesn't exist. Every worthy dream has a pay price to action. That means you have to give up something to get something. You can't have it all. The old Kenny Rogers song, The Gambler, has a message for CEOs. You got to know when to hold them, and you know when to fold them. As a CEO, you'll get more advice from your staff than you know what to do with. But it is up to you to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Listen to your staff, listen to your gut, make your decision and move on. I never met a super successful high-performance person who wasn't enthusiastic. The best way to predict the future is to create it yourself. A deal is either hot or it's not. You don't have to know how you're going to get there, but you do need to know where you want to go. If you have no destination, wherever you end up will be acceptable. It costs nothing to aim high, but if you aim at nothing, you'll hit anything. Fear is false expectations appearing real. Thinking it over is for people who can't take action. Quantum growth eliminates clear sailing, so you'd better learn to navigate troubled waters. From chaos comes order. In chaos is opportunity. It's called chaotic. Whoever said money can't buy happiness doesn't know where to shop. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. More of the same usually gives you more of the same. It doesn't matter what the morons say. Give potential associates and partners the doofus test. Place them under stress to see how they react to pressure as a high-performance person. You are paid in life not for what you know, but what you can do or get others to do. Ideas are a dime a dozen. The person who puts them into action is priceless. You've known all along it's tough to be successful, but you'd rather hear the fairy tales. Half-truths and misinformation sell easier and return harder. Excuses are the crutches of the untalented and unambitious. Everyone knows how to manage success, but no one ever asks, how do we manage failure? Regret for the past is a waste of spirit and makes no money. Minutia never makes money, it only makes manure. Super successful people are macro managers who know that less control means more control. Always respect the individual on the other side of the deal. He is not as stupid as you may think, and you're not as smart as you think. Logic can be a logical process which leads to a wrong conclusion. It isn't a case of taking a big chance, it's a matter of giving yourself a big chance. The more self-esteem you give others, the more you have, and the more you have, the easier it is to give away. Most successful people do it poorly until they do it well. Just keep blundering along. You can't wait till it's exactly right. The product of your quest for perfection is paralysis. High-performance people get paid for performing their hobbies. I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. Don't hire credentials, hire attitude. Surprise your associates and your enemies. Structure follows strategy. If you base your strategy on your existing structure, you limit your potential to what you've already done. Watch your peaks and troughs. As long as your lows are higher than before, your quantum leap action war plan is working. A guarantor is a fool with a pen. No matter how tempting, never accept short-term solutions to long-term problems. Too many companies try to patch when they should amputate. Let's reorganize and save this mess is a clarion call to disaster. Cut your losses, kick the cuttings out of your way, and move on. If you want to travel above and beyond the herd, don't try to be better, try to be different, or better yet, be first. Your doubts are not the product of accurate thinking, but habitual thinking. Find your passion and wrap your career around it. Live your life on purpose. You'll be motivated by inspiration or desperation. It's your choice. People with low self-esteem protect themselves by not taking risks. High self-esteem gives you the power and confidence to take chances. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. It's called learning. The only things in this life that you'll really regret are the risks and adventures you didn't take. Hell can be the video of your life if only you had taken the actions to become super successful. Nothing you'll ever be in business is a matter of life or death. In the cosmos of time, any decision you make is not a fart in the wind. You cannot make a quantum leap if you don't share the wealth with your dream team and employees, be it cash, equity, options, or warrants that are tangible rewards for performance and loyalty. Never ever share your doubts with anyone but your mentor. Be all you can be is possible for anyone, but super success is not for everyone, period. Fear of failure is caused by lack of self-esteem and confidence. Dealing with fear is the key to super success. Don't take high-performance advice from your peers, family, or friends unless they are high-performance people themselves. You cannot grow exponentially by yourself. You need the support of others. Don't set time limits for achieving goals. They should transcend time. Set goals you cannot achieve in your lifetime. Business should not run smoothly while you're making a quantum leap. Chaos is normal. The business on quiet waters is still in the harbor. Life is what happens while you're making other plans. The road to success is always under construction. Get ruthless about trying something different. Motivation is your fire in the belly, but unless it's fueled, it goes out. I have no more mountains to climb but myself. Don't focus on mistakes, focus on the positive. Say next time. Progress often masquerades as trouble. We must all remember life doesn't have to be fair for us to succeed if we take change and become masters and creators of our own destiny. The older you get, the less you are surprised.